I arrived in the UK when I was 9 years old from Zimbabwe, escaping an abusive household. I was granted temporary right to remain whilst I was a child. Since then, my work permit has been taken from me, and the Home Office has spent 5 years deciding my fate.
I think that the kid running in the grass is sort of symbolic of freedom.
It also made me think about how in the first video when the boys were in the pool and that woman was talking about freedom, she assumed that they didn't have freedom.
Do you find everything really new and different here?
Yes.
Do you have a lot of freedom here that you didn't have? Yeah.
So there's like a lot of assumptions. But when I think about that video where the kid is running through the field with the music, I feel like no matter where you are born with freedom, and that's a natural right that we should all have.
I filmed this from a shopping center. I saw this many people doing different activities, and I was like, maybe this is a good thing to give the idea of what everyday life in New York is.
What type of video I take? Because I don't call them as garbage man, I call them heroes because they clean our neighborhood.
When it's 11 at the night, there's still people going around, and that's always gotta be a police there. You know, there's a lot of troubles.
A symbol that represents these experiences is the US-Mexico border, which very young adults want to pass in order to move toward the United States to escape violence, criminal gangs, and poverty in their home countries.
Yo aquí empiezo mi viaje como emigrante ya, empezar desde Guatemala.
The second documentary is about the US-Mexico border and how the lives of people living on one side of the border is so much different from the other.
Shares the story of the installment of 3 artworks that were put in between the border walls. They symbolized happiness, unity, and equality between the people who share the same landscape but are separated by this border. The theme of the third documentary focuses on the experiences of people who have passed through the border and the situations they face in the new country they migrated to.
I would connect this to my way of living in Peru because there are a lot of crime. The gang members pay kids to go and kill people, and if you betray them, then they will kill you.
How has the journey of moving to US from India have been for you?
That's gonna be funny because I didn't know that we were coming here until we actually came here.
What do you dislike or like about living in USA?
I dislike one thing, which is like racism and bullies.
Do you think your identity have changed since you came here?
Yes, it have changed in good ways, also bad ways, because coming here, I keep forgetting like my own language, which was in India. But here, I'm getting new language to learn, and it is good for me to learn that because it will help me in future.
The freedom in our country, like we haven't that much freedom to do whatever we want to do, but here, whatever you want to do, you can do it. That's your opportunity, and that's what I like too.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like also the freedom here and democracy.
Hello guys, today we'll be talking about how COVID-19 affected me and also students. There's about 1.3 billion students that are struggling with school, and for me, I'm not really struggling, but it has affected me because since I'm in blended learning, I get one-on-one teacher, and it's really good for me because then I don't have to stress a lot about school. But I also see other people that are struggling with school. Since they're online, they can't come to school. It's really hard for them. I hope that everything just go back to normal. People go back to school, and for students to get less stress about school and also learn more. Thank you very much.